Tom Cruise, 56, looks roughed up in his flight suit as he shoots scenes for Top Gun sequel in Southern California. He plays a flight instructor, rather than a fighter pilot, in the upcoming Top Gun sequel. But anyone worried Tom Cruise wouldn't get his hands dirty will rest at ease at the sight of the star looking roughed up in his flight suit. The evergreen 56-year-old was spotted on Sunday shooting scenes for Top Gun: Maverick near a highway cafe in Santa Clarita, California. Rocking some dark and modern-looking military attire, he was missing just his flight helmet. The actor's face was covered in dirt and grime, suggesting Captain Pete Mitchell had just survived a rough ride. The highly anticipated and long-awaited sequel follows on from the classic 1986 original. It will see Val Kilmer also reprise his role as Maverick's rival and frenemy Tom "Iceman" Kosinski, once a lieutenant, now a commander. Miles Teller meanwhile joins the cast as pilot trainee Bradley Bradshaw, son of Maverick's late partner Nick "Goose" Bradshaw, played in the original by ER's Anthony Edwards. Jennifer Connelly, John Hamm, Ed Harris and Insecure's Jay Ellis all also star. The sequel has been in the works since 2010, when Paramount approached producer Jerry Bruckheimer and director Tony Scott. However, when Tony, brother of fellow director Ridley Scott, committed suicide in 2012, the project's future was in question. The closely guarded plot will reportedly focus on the end of the dogfighting era and the rise of drones. Top Gun: Maverick is slated for release on June 26, 2020, having been pushed back from July of 2019. Tom Cruise has reportedly put a halt to filming on the hugely anticipated Top Gun sequel, so he can master a new skill: piloting fighter jets. The actor, 56, is insisting on learning to fly jets so he can make the stunts in the new movie as realistic as possible. The Sun report the leading man's plan to perfect his stunts means production could be halted for months. Tom, who is reprising his role as Maverick in the follow-up to the 1986 movie, is notoriously daring when it comes to performing his own stunts, previously scaling the 2,700 feet Burj Khalifa in Dubai for Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol and performing a Halo, high-altitude, low-opening, jump out of a plane for Fallout. For his latest project, Tom, who already has a pilot's license, wants to make sure the stunts are some of his most realistic yet, with an insider telling The Sun, he already has a license to fly planes but isn't qualified to fly fighter jets, which he's now learning to do. He won't film all the flight sequences, it's too dangerous, but he will fly some, making him the first actor in cinema history to do so. The producers would prefer not to put their leading man, not to mention their whole film, at risk. They also wouldn't choose to have their long-awaited sequel delayed nearly a year, but despite the huge insurance costs they are willing to do what it takes to ensure Tom is happy. A representative for Tom has been contacted by Mail Online for comment. Back in 2017, production was halted on Mission Impossible 6 for 7 weeks after Tom broke his ankle jumping from a London building. His co-star Ving Rhames admitted upon the movie's release that he thought the Hollywood icon was getting too old for his own stunts. "Tom's getting older now," he told Empire magazine. "I know he loves doing his own stunts, but as a friend, after we get the close-up, maybe we should let the stunt guy do it." Maybe. Top Gun: Maverick is set to hit theaters on June 26, 2020. It was originally slated for release on July 12, 2019, but it was delayed so filmmakers can work out logistics with the complex flight scenes, Deadline reported. Jennifer Connelly, 47, has been on set with Tom, and will play Maverick's love interest, replacing Kelly McGillis who played Charlie in the original. Val Kilmer, who played Lieutenant Tom "Iceman" Kosinski in the original, will also reprise his role in the sequel, while Miles Teller, Glenn Powell, John Hamm and Ed Harris are joining the cast for the second installment. Deadline reports that Cruise's character Maverick will be a Top Gun flight instructor in the sequel. He serves as a mentor to Goose's son. The sequel is directed by Joseph Kosinski, Oblivion, Tron, Legacy, and will hit theaters in 2020. Tony Scott, who directed the original, was going to helm the sequel but he committed suicide in 2012 just as production talks were beginning.